Hey teachers, don't let my calm demeanor fool you. I have been in panic mode since March 2020, and let me tell you, teachers, you guys are amazing. Not only have you mastered your subject matter, but you have also been forced to keep up with the latest in online learning. This video is going to show you how I taught from home. First, I moved the cat off my laptop. Yeet! Then I made a Google site with my class lessons, but you could also use a Google slide if you like. I made sure that my lessons were detailed with step-by-step instructions that included images and video clips. Then I went to Google Classroom and made an announcement. To make it easy, I made it universal for all of my classes. When you want to make an announcement, click on the down arrow under the box that says For, and you can choose all the classes that you want the announcement to go out to. I then put a link in the class lesson site to make it easy for students to find. Next, I inserted the schedule that the school gave us, and then I added our class's weekly schedule. On Monday, I would go on Google Meet, take attendance, introduce a lesson using the lesson I built on Google Sites for the first 10 to 15 minutes of class. Then I would stay logged in for anyone with questions. I allowed students to log off Google Meet to view the videos and the lesson site and work at their own pace. Tuesday, I would reintroduce the lesson in a much briefer form as a reminder to the students. Then I would stay on Google Meet and wait for the students to chime in, ask questions, show off their progress, or just email it to me. Wednesday, I would have the students hold up their in-progress work to the camera or send it to the classroom folder for us to critique. Thursday and Friday, I would stay logged in on Google Meet and wait for students to ask questions and contact any student I have not heard from. The next Monday, we would go over the students' work on Google Meet and I would introduce a new lesson and repeat the cycle. I included a Google Meet code. I used the same code for all of my classes so the students could contact me whenever it was convenient for them, and I never had to switch class codes or remember what time it was and change it. Nothing like that. I just used the same one. It made it so much easier for me as well. After posting all of this in an announcement, I would then post the assignment on Google Classroom. I would go to classwork, click on the create button, and choose assignment. I would title the assignment and the instructions, then link a document for the students to fill out. Make sure to click make a copy for each student. Now, the document I put on here would vary based on assignment. Some would have artist statements, questions. Others would have a rubric for the students to self-evaluate. It would just depend on my assignment. But all of them would have a link to the lesson site. I would also have a spot for them to attach a photo of their artwork. In the assignment description, I tell students to follow the instructions on the lesson site link, then I insert the link below. You can even change the points on here, but make sure that you put in a due date and then click assign. Well, lastly, after doing all that, I would get dressed, open up my Google Meet link, and wait for the students to log in with any questions. While I'm waiting, I grade work, email students I have not heard from, work on videos for my future lessons, and wonder if I turned off the mic when I went to the bathroom. One thing that will always be a challenge for students is engagement. Some students can be shy and it's hard to get them to show and tell their artwork during a critique. For others, it's hard to get them to do their work at all. Just give me something for your art project. Scribble on the paper. I don't care if all you have to draw on is the inside of your cereal box, paper towels, or your left leg. For the love of Frida Kahlo, I just want you to try your best and send me something. Whew, sorry for the rant. I love my students and I want them to succeed. That's why this year we made art kits. So students will have the supplies needed for all of their art assignments, which are also put online. I'm also glad that I made a lesson site. It is helpful for students both in the classroom and at home. I also found that it was easier to help students with my IPEVO plugged into my Chromebook while I was on Google Meet. The students who needed extra help could watch me draw and draw along with me. Now, there are a lot more struggles that I'm sure other art teachers have run into, such as looking at a student's artwork on a screen. It is much different than in person. Even looking at the highest quality photo a student can take on their phone or laptop, it is still hard to see the details. Graphite does not photograph well since it is shiny and reflects the light, and colors may come out distorted. In the comments, let me know what struggles you ran into and how you dealt with it. Well, thank you so much for watching. I know times are tough. Please let me know how you did your online learning. Thanks, and I hope to see you in the next video.